Some houses are built on cursed ground. Some invite the curse inside. Lena had never believed in ghosts. She made a living proving they weren't real, debunking haunted houses, exposing fraudulent mediums. But when she was hired to investigate the Holloway house, she found something that didn't want to be explained, something that wanted to be heard. The Holloway house had been abandoned for decades, its windows shattered, its walls crumbling under the weight of time. But when Lena entered, everything was untouched. Candles burned on the mantel. Books lay open, as if someone had just set them down. And then the whispering began. At first it was faint, a rustling like wind through dry leaves. Then words took shape, hissing through the air in a language she didn't recognize, a language that responded when she spoke. The whispers grew stronger at night, slithering through the darkness. Lena recorded them, played them back, slowed them down. One phrase repeated over and over. "Say the name." She scoured the house for records, for anything that would explain what was happening. In the basement, she found it. An altar hidden behind rotting beams, the floor stained black with something old and dry. A single word was carved into the wood. Alzran. The moment she spoke it aloud, the house exhaled. The floorboards warped beneath her feet. The walls stretched, the windows darkened, as if the night itself had swallowed the world outside. And the whispering stopped. Something else had taken its place. A breath. Close. Behind her. Lena turned, and the house turned with her. The hallway she had come from was gone. The door to the outside no longer existed. The air thickened, pressing against her skin, pushing her forward. A new whisper, deep and guttural, wrapped around her like a noose. "You let me in." The candles flickered and went out. Lena's flashlight dimmed, its battery draining unnaturally fast. Shadows pooled at the edges of the room, stretching toward her. She ran, through twisting hallways that shouldn't have existed, past doors that led nowhere. The house was shifting, warping, closing in. Then, a voice inside her head. "Say the name again." Lena bit her tongue, forcing herself to stay silent. The air trembled around her. She could feel something waiting, just beyond sight. The basement door slammed shut behind her. The whispers returned, but now they were screaming, an overwhelming chorus of voices, pleading, demanding. "Say it." Lena clenched her jaw. If she said it again, she knew something would answer. The walls trembled, the altar before her cracked, something beneath it shifting. And then a single word, spoken from within the darkness. Too late. The world folded inward. Lena fell, her screams swallowed by the void. By morning, the Holloway house was empty once more. No candles, no books, no Lena. But if you stand in its doorway and listen, the walls will whisper to you. And if you're not careful, they'll say your name. Some names are meant to be forgotten. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe and turn on notifications. But if a house ever speaks to you, don't answer.